Hey guys, today I thought we'd take a third look. I don't know if it's the final look, it depends on you if you want me to do another video on this, but this is the Nordstrom's anniversary sale for 2022. I have already done one on beauty, which I'll post right here, and then I've done another one on fashion, which I post right here. And I asked if you wanted to see shoes and bags, and a couple of people said yes, so that's what this is going to be. Fair warning, the reason I didn't do shoes and bags is because I really didn't see much that was, floating my boaty. But I took a deeper look. I looked through everything except for sneakers. I just don't want to look at 500 pairs of sneakers and slippers. Not really interested in that either. So it's going to be shoes. I found actually a lot of boots. And a lot of these boots reminded me of other boots that I own and I love and I use. So this might be a good thing for boots. And in bags, just a couple of things. So I am going to scooch up my computer and put on my glasses, and we're going to take a look at everything that I am pegging for you, things you might want to look at. First up is a pair of sandals from Schultz. This is normally $118 and $79 on sale. Actually $80. I'll try to round up because nothing's more irritating than $9.99. It comes in 5 colors, and I saw this orange and I thought, aha, here's my belief, my take on accessories that are bright color. I find that they work a lot more than you think they work. For instance, I have a pair of Lavender ballet slippers, I don't remember what they're called, in a yellow that's not quite stop sign yellow or yield sign yellow, but it's a pretty bright yellow as opposed to a pastel yellow, and I wear it all the time. Yellow is great with blue, it's great with my jeans, it's great with so many colors. So sometimes a bright shoe you might find works a lot more than you would think that it works. I also like its heel isn't too high, and I like that the strap isn't too narrow, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to dig into my feet. Oh, I should tell you a little weird something about my feet, you guys. They're wide. They're wide, and nobody makes wide shoes anymore, so I have to think when I'm looking at shoes, what is this cut like, and where is it going to cut into my feet? And for that reason, I can't wear certain kinds of sandals because I feel like my foot kind of falls off. I mean, it doesn't, but I feel, I'm a little self-conscious about it. Now, one of the straps, the one that's closest to the toe, looks like it's in a good position, so my little baby toe is not going to go boom. My feet are not weird, you guys. They're really pretty. A guy who was into feet told me. But I'm very aware of what kind of shoes I'm getting. This is this is $70 regular, and it is $50 here. It's 6 colors. It looks like the heel isn't too big, and it's a wood heel, which I kind of like. And I'm showing you beige, but there's other colors. I have something like this actually, that is bigger heel, and it has this big thing on it by, I think it's Dora Mayer or something like that. And that shoe is like, there's a French expression, jolie da, which means pretty ugly. And I can't remember what it is, but those shoes are kind of pretty ugly. But sometimes ugly works. These don't have the embellishment that make it ugly, but this is the kind of shoe you don't know what to wear, you gotta get out of the house. It's a basic get the job done kind of shoe that might float your boat. I mentioned in the fashion video a pair of wellies with this dress, I think it was a paisley dress. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. So these aren't wellies, they're by Hunter, but it's the same kind of thing. It's a rubberized boot, it's in olive, and I don't know what it is. I can't get them around my massive calves, but I love this kind of boot. It is usually $185, and here it's $124. If you work in an office, you cannot go wrong, as far as I'm concerned, with a slingback. I love a slingback, and it's really helpful for someone like me whose shoes, my feet are a little bit odd. There are many brands I just cannot touch. I can't touch, well, Manolo I can touch, but I'm in pain. Ferragamo, I cannot. When you have a sling back, for some reason, there's a little bit more forgiveness for me. So I'll oftentimes have to go a little bit bigger in a shoe than I want to because my foot is wide. But if it's a pump, my heel keeps on slipping out of the back of the shoe, and then I have a blister. That's enough about me. I love a sling back, and this one isn't too round, it isn't too pointy, it isn't squared off. In other words, it's not trendy. So if you're someone who doesn't wear a shoe like this very often, but you just think it's something you'll need once in a while, but it might be 5 years, 3 years, 1 year kind of a thing that you'll wear them, go for something like this that isn't too trendy. It's usually $3.75, and here it is $2.50. Boots. I once got a pair of patent leather boots. I got them for like $10 at Marshall's, and the reason I bought them was because they were $10. It wasn't like, oh yeah, patent leather. I can't tell you how often I use these. I use these until they fell apart. I was so surprised. They were different than this one, but you know, think about it. You might be surprised with what you can do with a patent leather bootie. This is usually $4.28, and on sale it's $300, nice discount. It has a squared toe and it's a little bit elongated, but I don't think it's too trendy. The one I had a squared off toe and it wasn't elongated, and I wore it all the time. Anytime I was wearing something black, black dress, black skirt, black pants, I put this on and it just, I don't know, it kind of elevated it and it made it a little more modern. Think about it. All right, Veronica Beard. This is a pointed toe Chelsea boot. This is actually not a Chelsea boot. Sorry, it's not. It's a pull-on, so there's no zipper, which is great. It's kind of a pumpkin color, which I love for fall, and I am thinking fall. It comes in 3 colors total, and it's a nice little boot. It is usually $4.50, and here it is $300. Another boot. So they're calling this, I don't know, a Colby suede bootie. To me, this looks like a Roper boot, and I actually have a boot very, very, very similar. This has zippers, I think, on both sides. It's 2 colors, and the one I have is a brown that doesn't have zippers at all. It actually has Velcro, so the piece wraps around your ankle and Velcro's on the side. I cannot tell you how much I wore this boot. It's low heel like this one, and again, I've worn it with dresses, I've worn it with pants. I wear it with pants a lot in the winter, and it kind of is a little bit of a rough look, but not tragically rough, and I love it. So this reminded me of that. Usually $5.25, now it is $3.30. I've had mine, again, not this brand, not this boot, for easily 10 or 12 years. I've worn it in the snow. I've worn them when I was in Prague in the winter. And I've worn them in sand dunes in Mexico. Love this kind of style. Okay, here is a nice little sandal. Now, like I said, I don't really like the teeny straps because I feel they have the potential to really dig in. So for me, a no. But it's awfully pretty. It's $3.88 usually, and it's marked down to $2.70. So almost $100 off, wait, more than $100 off on this. Comes in 2 colors. I wanted to point out the lavender. You know, we all like to do those beige shoes that elongate the leg and they look nude, but the fact is, whenever I buy those kinds of shoes, they are dead wrong for my skin in some way, and it doesn't really give me that effect. And maybe 20 years ago, I bought a pair of sandals in a lilac color, and I found that it works better as a neutral for me. I've worn it, of course, with things that have lavender, but I've also worn it with things. I had a lime green suit that was insane that I wore my lavender sandals with. I wore them all the time. I still have them. I mean, they're junked out. I keep them for sentimental value, but a lavender shoe, depending on your skin tone, might actually give you that elongated look that you're wanting. And it's a little bit unexpected in its tone. And again, my legs are not lavender. It's just that many of those beigey shoes are yellow, and my legs are definitely, they're not yellow either, you know what I mean? It's just something I wanted to mention. I think they're very pretty. All right, the big chunky sole boot is a thing. It's been a thing for a very long time. I think it kind of started with Doc Martens and then everyone adopted them. By the way, I think M. Demmelmeister does them magnificently well. This is by Paul Green. It's regularly $4.80 and here it is $3.50. What I like about it is you're getting that lug sole boot, but it's not tragic. It's not so specific and so done that you're limited in what you can really wear it with. Do you know what I mean? This one kind of does it. A little bit of a platform, and I like, it looks like it's a pull-on, but I can't tell. There could be a zipper on the inside, but it seems to kind of have a nice shape around the ankle as well with tights. I could see actually this with the Smythe jacket from the other video, with a pair of tights and a short skirt if you have the legs for it. Super cute. Okay, another sandal. So this is like the Schultz, but instead of 3 straps, there's 2 straps. The heel is different, it's not wood. And the Schultz heel was a little asymmetrical, which I don't love. Sometimes I like it, but not with that. It's a different take on the same thing, comes in 4 colors. I'm showing it in beige, but I didn't want to. Check it out, hit that link. It's in fuchsia, which pitter pitter pat. Another situation where if the color is just so unusual, it becomes something that you can wear with a lot of things because you're not trying to match, because you're so obviously not trying to match. Another boot. So I have a pair of boots in this color. This is a bone color suede boot. This is closer to a Chelsea boot. It looks like the zipper is in the back. What's interesting about this is the heel and the sole. The sole goes slightly outside the toe and it's quite squared off. It has a cowboy aesthetic at the very, very bottom. I love this bone color. I have a pair of Chelsea boots, so they have a zipper on either side in this color from Phillip Lim. I wear them all the time in the winter. So I live someplace where it doesn't rain a lot. I'm not worried about them being ruined. And there's something about a winter white suede boot in the winter that just does it for me. And I wear them often. Oh, I don't remember if I told you. $3.49 is the usual price, $1.99 on sale. So good deal on that one. And you might be surprised how much wear you get out of it. And there's 2 colors. Another boot. So this boot by Bruno Magli is just a traditional, it looks like a 2.5 inch heel. It's an almond toe, so it's not too pointy, it's not too long, it's not too square. It's the kind of thing, just like the slingbacks, that you can go to over and over and over again. And I actually used to have a pair of boots like this from J. Crew that were in brown, and I have them in black. And I was going through this stage where somehow I found these great floral long skirts, very kind of, again, the Fleetwood Mackie kind of thing, which was really my thing. This is getting really loud, I'm getting annoyed. Wore them with these, perfect with these. Pair of tights, a nice floral, wintry kind of skirt, and I wore them constantly. I think I finally threw them away, not because they weren't in great shape, because I take very good care of my shoes, but because my foot seemed to have gotten bigger. I think that happens when you get older. And that is it for shoes, you guys. Not a lot. For bags, even less. I got 4 or 5 things that I thought were compelling. First of all, this Coach bag, it's usually $3.95, so $400, on sale for $2.50. So that's a decent price. It has 2 straps, so one, you can put it on your shoulder, and hit the link to go there so you can see it slouches in the center when it's using that shoulder strap, so it's not that squared off with the rounded bottom shape to it. It has a really nice shape worn on the body with the short strap. But there's a long strap that looks to me like it's almost a messenger length, and I love a long strap messenger purse that really floats my boat. 3 colors in this one, and I think it's a good deal. And Coach, makes quality bags that if it's a style you love, you'll keep forever. When I first started getting into purses, it was Coach. I owned a lot. of Coach bags. Coat Gaia. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but Coat Gaia. This is called an echo beaded acrylic box clutch, the kind of thing you would wear for evening. Comes in 4 colors. So if you don't like the green, don't worry. There's a black one and there's a tortoise one. But there's something about this that's very compelling. I feel like I want to just touch this and feel it, you know what I mean? My palms are calling to touch something that has this, not only the acrylic hardness, but the smoothness and the shape. I don't know, kind of gets me. Something for the evening. You could probably wear something like this during the day as well. It is $330 regularly, $250, again, rounding up on the sale. And this bag, oh, don't go away, I found another shoe I forgot about. This bag is by Madewell. Again, hit the link, because on the body, I really, really like this shape. They're calling it a shopper bag, and usually shopper bags are big squared off things, and this one has that lovely shape that's a little more flattering to body types. I do wish that they had this in a tan color. I actually have a purse somewhat similar to this by Henri Cuir. Is that what it is? Henri Cuir? They split up, so they're no longer partners. But yeah, I think it was Henri Cuir that mine is in leather, and that is like my main bag. It's very deep. Well, if you know that line, you know it's like leather is been treated so it looks like it's quite old, and this kind of thing, fantastic for a shopper. Usually $168, and on sale it's $112. And before this leaf blower, who I have no idea where they are, but they're getting closer, gets any more closer. This is another one. Click the link. I couldn't get the picture right. Where you could see the front, but I love this boot. Again, the heel is not too high, it's not too pointed, but the snakeskin effect, and we can assume this is not real snakeskin, is for this price anyway. It almost has a glossy, it feels almost like jewelry, you know. It's not just the glossiness of the snake, the faux snake, but it's the diamond cuts that make up the effect of the skin that gives it kind of like a jewelry on your feet look without being gaudy. And it's the perfect kind of thing you could, again, wear it with skirts, wear it with pants. This guy's getting closer. I don't know where he is, so we're going to wrap it up right now. And of course, yeah, he's going to stop. No, he's not. And that's going to wrap up today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope my ideas were helpful, and I hope you come back again. Please consider giving the video a thumbs up so the algorithm will catch on to me and send me out to more people. And until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.
Lucy, let's go. Let's go. What? Let's go. Let's go.